Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining today's session. My name is Yotam Levy, and I lead customer insights and analyst relations here at Liferay. In today's webinar, we're going to explore a common question we hear from organizations evaluating digital experience platforms. How does Liferay DXP compare to Adobe Experience Cloud? Both platforms are leaders in the DXP market, but they approach the market from different angles. Today, we'll explore those differences so you can better understand how each platform aligns with your organization's goals. We have a packed agenda today, but I promise we'll get through it in no more than 10 minutes. First, we'll briefly discuss how the DXP market has evolved and what buyers are prioritizing in 2026. Then, we'll look at the architectural philosophy behind both platforms. Adobe Experience Cloud is widely recognized for its broader marketing capabilities, while Liferay has focused on supporting a wide range of enterprise experiences. From there, we'll examine 5 areas that tend to matter most in platform evaluation: architecture and governance, AI strategy, pricing and TCO, and deployment flexibility and digital sovereignty. Finally, we'll summarize the discussion with a simple decision matrix. Let's look at the market. The DSP market has shifted significantly in 2026. Organizations are moving beyond simple marketing sites to prioritize secure, identity-driven experiences. Instead of just anonymous visitors, many experiences now require authentication and role-based access. Second, prioritization of deep integration with enterprise systems of record like ERPs, CRMs, and identity management systems. Those systems power the personalized experiences audiences expect. Third is experience diversity. A single platform often needs to support multiple audiences and use cases simultaneously. And finally, AI is evolving from a content tool into an operational capability embedded in real business workflows. Let's talk about Adobe. Adobe Experience Cloud is widely recognized as a sophisticated marketing ecosystem. It excels in areas like real-time customer profiling, advanced analytics, and B2C personalization strategies. However, it's important to understand how the platform evolved. Adobe Experience Cloud is essentially a portfolio of multiple acquired products, including Marketo, AAM, Target, and Analytics. Each of these is powerful individually, but integrating and operating them together often requires specialized expertise and agency support. Analysts also frequently point out that this architecture can introduce operational complexity and a steep learning curve, particularly for teams that are not already standardized on Adobe technologies. Liferay approaches the market from a different starting point. Liferay DXP was designed to serve as a single unified platform that supports public sites, partner portals, customer portals, and employee intranets from a single foundation. Integration is also a core design principle. Liferay includes pre-built connectors to common ERP and CRM systems, as well as a library of APIs built to the OpenAI specification that makes it easy to connect with third-party systems. Governance is another key strength. Liferay DXP includes granular role-based access control and multi-site management designed for complex organizations. And finally, Liferay DXP provides low-code tools that help teams launch new digital experiences faster. The slide you see here highlights a few architectural differences between the two platforms. From a modernization perspective, Liferay supports what we call modernization in place. Organizations can evolve their platform over time without needing to rebuild entire systems. Adobe, by contrast, reflects the structure of its product portfolio, which can sometimes lead to separate governance modules and models across those. Another key distinction involves authenticated experiences. Because Liferay DXP was designed with secure portals and role-based systems in mind, those capabilities are built directly into the platform. Governance is also centralized through robust RBAC and multi-site permission models. Finally, integration is a major differentiator. Liferay emphasizes deep connectivity to external enterprise systems, while Adobe tends to focus more heavily on unifying data within its own ecosystem. AI is another major differentiator between the platforms. Liferay's approach centers on the Liferay AI Hub. This is an AI agnostic system that provides pre-built agents for common content creation tasks while allowing organizations to connect to the models they prefer, whether that's OpenAI, Google Gemini, or other LLM providers. Because AI requests flow through the platform, Liferay's role-based access control and governance policies apply to AI interactions as well. This makes it possible to build custom AI agents that interact with business systems, like checking ERP data or retrieving knowledge base information. By contrast, Adobe's AI strategy focuses heavily on tools like Firefly and Sensei, which are deeply integrated into the company's creative workflows and marketing personalization. Both approaches are powerful, but they target different types of use cases. Pricing is another area where the platforms take different approaches. Liferay uses a primarily capacity-based subscription model. Further, as an open source business, we don't charge for software licenses. We sell enterprise subscriptions, which include support, legal warranties, and other benefits. In fact, customers receive a perpetual license entitling them to continue using our software, even if they are no longer customers. This tends to make total cost of ownership more predictable and reduces the risk of vendor lock-in. Adobe Experience Cloud, on the other hand, is often cited by analysts as one of the most expensive DXP offerings. Because many components are modular, organizations may encounter additional costs as they expand capabilities. Implementation can also impact the total cost. Liferay deployments often leverage existing internal development teams, while Adobe implementations frequently rely on specialized agencies, which can increase long-term operational costs. Deployment flexibility is also becoming increasingly important, particularly for organizations operating in regulated industries like the public sector, healthcare, or financial services. Liferay supports a wide range of deployment models, including SaaS, PaaS, cloud-native, and fully self-hosted deployments. This flexibility is critical for organizations with strict data sovereignty and infrastructure control requirements. By contrast, Adobe Experience Cloud is typically delivered as managed PaaS or SaaS, which can simplify operations, but limits the flexibility of organizations that require full infrastructure control. For some organizations, this difference is minimal, but for others, it can be a deciding factor. So how should organizations think about choosing between these two platforms? In general, the decision comes down to the primary objective of the deployment. If the goal is high-end B2C marketing orchestration integrated with creative workflows, Adobe Experience Cloud can be a reasonable choice. But if the goal is to support multiple types of experiences, including customer portals, partner portals, employee intranets, and more, while deeply integrating with enterprise systems, Liferay DXP is a stronger option. Additionally, we find that organizations prioritizing predictable TCO and infrastructure control also gravitate towards Liferay. Thank you very much for your time today. I really appreciate it. That concludes today's webinar. If you have any questions or would like to receive any further information, please don't hesitate to visit us online or contact us at sales@liferay.com. Thank you again for your time. I really appreciate it.